Welcome, you guys. This is the Syndra. I've decided to restart my campaign in Pathfinder Kingmaker. Essentially, I kinda got freaked out a bit about how the game started out. I have never played it before, and I made a lot of mistakes early on, especially once starting the game in Challenged. Apparently, you can challenge difficulty. Sorry, you can start the game off. You can change the difficulty during the game, but I also felt like I kind of messed up my character quite a bit. And after looking at some guides, and well, I didn't want to go full on min-max build. That seems kind of weird, but I did sort of make a character before, and I'm gonna sort of recreate him for you guys. I'm just gonna stick it here on normal, and I'm not gonna mess with this at all. Basically, we're just gonna accept that we are weak and we're gonna start out on normal. And I'm gonna make a new character. So as before, I have a portrait that I had. Yeah, basically. This is the best thing I can fit. Like, is there an Aasimar here? I wanted to recreate my Aasimar mage. Cleric, sorry. But they don't have. There's nobody here with a halo, is there? Oh, come on! I should have done this beforehand. This is the only Aasimar? Really? There's no male Aasimar. That sucks. This guy? He looks like an asshole. I'm just gonna pick this one. So essentially, what I made the first time around was an Aasimar cleric. And I really like that. I really like the supporting role. However, I don't want to be too squishy. I want to make myself sort of a frontliner, but mainly a tank variant with a shield and some armor. Not too much dexterity. I'm thinking just flat 10 dexterity. No, just go with like 1. It looks sort of normal. Let's see. That's fine. There we go. Perfect. Exactly like me. Not really. So, a cleric. Apparently these are pre-built, pre-made builds. But, like, essentially, like, the Crusader is the tank variant. Or more like a frontline DPS dude. This dude is sort of like... I'm not entirely sure. The character that we saved in the Temple of the Elk, he was this. I don't even know how to pronounce this. But I'm going to stick with a classical cleric, and I'm going to recreate it for you quickly, basically. So this thing here, this is the Aasimar Heritage. And if I just pick this one, it gives me +2 racial bonus for Wisdom and Charisma. Wisdom and Charisma are very, very important for my cleric build. The others are mostly other randoms of like Strength, Charisma, Intelligence, Charisma, Constitution, Charisma, Constitution, Wisdom, Dex and Charisma, which is interesting, and Dexterity and Wisdom. But this one is just the thing that I want. I think last time around I chose this one just because it was thematically accurate. But I think I can go away from thematics just to get a bit better with this. Better stats. And I'm going to pick the same deity as I chose before. We're going to go for the Sun domain. I really, really like that. So, Iamade is going to be our deity. Yeah, apparently we can't choose this, which is fine. Channel energy positive. But apparently this also heals enemy creatures unless you take a feat that removes it. Let's do the Sun domain, definitely. Now the last time around, I chose, I think it was Touch of Glory? I think I'll go with Good. I did look over all of the domains, and this one gives a Touch of Good, which gives a sacred bonus on attack rolls, skills, and ability checks. The attack rolls especially look quite nice, so I'm going to go for the Good domain. So we have Sun domain and Good domain. Yeah, so we're very, very good. Now this is the big issue that I had before. The character that I made was way too heavily into intelligence. It was just ridiculous. And all the guides I saw online were like completely min-maxed. It was all like the stat you don't need went down to 7. There was like a lot of like this in a lot of builds, which I think is I don't like that. I really don't like that. Like, I think 10 should be pretty good. That should be the baseline, like the normal thing. But I went something like, the character I made was essentially this. So I have a constitution, so I can take a few blows. I have just flat normal intelligence, no +1, and no +1 dexterity. The thing is, dexterity increases armor class. Since I'm not taking any dexterity, I'm gonna need to deck out my dude in, like, I'm pretty sure heavy armor. If I'm not gonna take advantage of any dexterity, like any +1, I might as well be wearing heavy armor, right? I might as well. So I'm not gonna be as tanky as Valerie, but we're gonna be close. It's gonna be me and her on the front lines. She is a character, an NPC that I'm gonna meet. You're gonna meet, guys. So I apologize if this is you're expecting like a blind playthrough. I have played the game up to a certain point. I haven't even gotten my barony yet. That's basically when I got crushed, so to speak. But this is essentially what I was going to go for when it comes to my character. Intelligence is 10, dexterity 10. We have some strength, so we can do some damage. And we have constitution, so we can take some damage. Wisdom for our cleric stuff. See here. Clerics, druids, inquisitors, and rangers get bonus spells based on their wisdom scores. Yes, and essentially charisma increases my channel energy as well. And seeing as the two skills I can go for here, intelligence is mostly for the knowledge stuff, so I'm not going to go for either one of these, which basically leaves these two other things to go for. I'm also going to try to focus the skills on the characters to what they need to be, because when you get an event that spawns that like allows you to use your athletics, your mobility, your trickery to avoid a certain event, it's going to choose the highest skilled character. There is no total summary of all skills combined. There is none of that. So having people specialized in skills is very, very good. So I'm going to try to focus on religion and persuasion. We'll leave the nature stuff and everything else to somebody else. So essentially, this was what I was going to make. The abilities, I was thinking early on, selective channel. It allows you to channel positive energy to heal the living, or channel negative energy to heal the undead. Do not affect enemies. So when I cast my big heal, it doesn't actually heal the enemies. However, I was thinking of going for... Come on. Shield focus. Just a flat +1 AC right off the bat. And it does give me a bunch of proficiencies with shields. I know it's kind of boring, but I do need the AC early on. And I'm hoping that I can do some smart decisions later on, like armor proficiency, heavy armor. I'm not going to get any heavy armor early on in the game. I don't think there is any. So I'm thinking that just the shield focus is going to help us. And hopefully we can get a good shield. We have to go confident.
Their life ends here.
Yeah, exactly. And then we choose my birthday because why not? Like, honestly, why not? Ow, come on. There we go. And lawful good, because we are a goody two-shoes, aren't we? Yes, we are. So.
I'll take care of it.
Exactly. This is the character that I took. It took me like 2 hours to make this character, and I just remade it pretty quickly. I'm hoping that things are going to work out better, especially because I am playing on normal. The thing I did not like about playing on challenging was that the difference between one fight and the next, when I would go into a fight and I would lose it, I would reload and then go back into it, and there was like a massive difference between the fights. Like, Amiri would sometimes just one-shot 3 characters in a row. I mean, she is a barbarian, she's really fucking strong. But still, and in the other fights, she would miss like 10 times in a row. It was incredibly frustrating to see that sort of randomness. But I'm hoping that if I am on normal, it's not going to be that RNG. Who knows? Maybe it still will. I have no idea. But we're going to go ahead and dive into this. We're going to see the initial cutscene and essentially the introduction of the game, and then we're just gonna call it quits for today. Because I'm gonna try to get a lot of stuff done in these episodes. I'm gonna try to catch up to where I was, and hopefully people will put up with that. I have no idea. Let's see what happens. So, I forget what her name was, but the Sword Lord is gonna do her introduction for us. I mean, no. What was her name? What was her name?
Our story started at the mansion of an Aldori Sword Lord. Drawn by the promise of a most dangerous task and a commensurately huge reward, heroes of all stripes gathered here.
Yes. And the little devil chick, she never joined me, so...
Where are they? This is taking forever! They didn't even say what this was for, just that the Aldori were looking for heroes. Who are the Aldori anyway? Rich folk?
If you can't be patient, no one's keeping you here. Just go back to your mountains or whatever hole you crawled out of. The Aldori Sword Lords run the premier school for the dueling arts. They're also the richest and most influential group in this part of Brevoy. Take that tone with them, and they'll teach you some manners pretty quickly.
All right, you purple toad, just shut your trap. And if you can't, I'll help you.
I like her, I don't like him.
Hush! Quiet! They're coming.
I really, really like Amiri. She is awesome. But she's kind of squishy, though. She's got a lot of constitution.
Greetings, everyone.
Jamandi.
I am Sword Lord Jamandi Aldori, and this is Lord Mayor Yosef Selimius of Restov. Welcome to my mansion.
Where does, like, how is this Joseph? This is Eosef. This is not a J, this is an I.
We thank you from the bottom of our hearts for responding to our call. You may be few, but that's unavoidable. We need only the best of the best for this task. And I see true heroes before me, strong and fearless, exactly what Restov needs.
Thank you, Lord Mayor.
No boy.
Now, to the point. South of here, just beyond Brevoy's border, lies a region known as the Stolen Lands. This is disputed territory, and while it's long been claimed by nearby states, it's never been truly taken. I won't bore you with the legal technicalities. Suffice to say that anyone with enough courage and power to seize the stolen lands and name themselves Baron or Baroness, claiming dominion, well, none of the neighboring states would be able to challenge it. Of course, Restov would be first to recognize the legitimacy of this new state, as well as the noble title of its founder.
Yeah, I never got this far. I basically never found the barony. I thought like that was gonna be my strong point, managing the kingdom, but no, never got there.
Unfortunately, one serious obstacle stands between you and this title. A gang of bandits holds sway in the Stolen Lands. Their chief, who they call the Stag Lord, considers himself the rightful owner of these lands, and no one has yet been able to challenge his power. Bring me his head, and you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands as their legal ruler. Any questions?
I think I'll just skip this, because I've gone through all of this, and I don't think I should, like, try to react to those decisions again. It was quite authentic the first time around, so this time around, it's fine. I got the premise of the start here.
Excellent. You venture forth tomorrow. For now, you can take some time to get to know one another better. Or you can head straight to your guest rooms to get some rest. You'll find we've already prepared supplies for you there. And thank you again for agreeing to take part in this expedition. I wish you luck.
Thank you.
Thank you again, with all my heart, for replying to this call. The flare in your eyes reveals your courage, the unshakable will that distinguishes true heroes. I look at you, O champions of Restov, and doubt not for a second that you'll be victorious. So venture forth toward your feet, go, and return in triumph.
Thank you. I still find it weird this guy didn't even get a portrait.
Hi, my name's Lindsay. I'm a bard, though this is my first real adventure. So, shall we go teach this Stag Lord a lesson?
I'm just gonna introduce myself. I did that the last time, I think.
Likewise. Actually, I also wanted to ask you something. How do you feel about this Tartuccio fella?
I hate him.
I think he's pretty obnoxious personally. He appointed himself head of the team, and he's just after the Baron's crown, or whatever it is Barons wear. It doesn't matter. I don't like him. I think you should be team leader. When I first saw you, I couldn't help but think, now here's a real hero. Someone who'll be praised in poems and songs. This is the person I'll write my book about.
Okay.
Damn, I should have led with that. Please, just let me explain. You know what the trouble with most heroes' biographies is? They're always written years later, based on the tales of, best case, people who saw things from the outside. Worst case, someone heard about it from their brother, who heard it from their friend, who heard it from their cousin, and so on, adding a new batch of lies each time. Every time I read about a heroic journey, I think to myself, why didn't they just bring a bard with them to write it all down properly?
Because nobody wants a bard in their party.
And then I thought, I could be that bard. I just needed to find a suitable hero and volunteer to follow along on their glorious adventure. A great plan, huh? And here we are, with a heroic journey lying before us. Who's going to be the hero? Some dwarf who keeps muttering about how we'll all die? Or maybe that horrific scythe lady? Or, God's forbid, Tartuccio? No way.
Yeah, so yeah, it's settled then. I'll make the feats, I'll accomplish the feats, and you'll write them down.
Deal. All right. I'm going to my room to write about tonight. See you in the morning.
See ya. Ooh, yeah, I'm gonna have to sort this before we move on. So this is defensive stance. My melee attack rolls get a 4 penalty, -4, but I get +2 dodge bonus to my armor. All right. Yeah. Right. Did I sort out? No. You don't start out with your domain slot filled. I think I'll just take the protection from evil. The fairy fire I don't think that's any good. +2 deflection to AC. Yeah. Give me this. These two are fine. Charge. I don't think I need that, but let's just move that out of the way. So channel positive, channel negative. Let's have the touch thing in that end. Searing light. Is this because of my sun thing? Ooh. So this is a damage spell. Okay. I'll keep that here, it's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and stop here. So I've made my character. I hope it's gonna do better than the last one. He is somewhat tankier than the previous one. I've got an AC of 15. I don't know how good that is to begin with. It seems kind of light. I mean, but I do start out with light armor. So yeah, we're gonna need to get something heavier pretty quickly, otherwise I'm kind of doomed. But anyway, I will see you guys in the next episode, and also check out my Discord. Leave your suggestions or just shit talk me if you want to there. But until then, see ya, and thanks for watching.